Hi everyone, and welcome to PM Creations. Today I'll be testing out an acrylic paint set. It is the Meeden acrylic paint set. And there's 100 of it. This is non-toxic as well. Some of them are opaque, but some of them not so much. Some colors would require multiple layers to be able to have a certain level of opacity. I do like the metallic colors. Again, not all of them are opaque, but some of them are. And the shine is really nice. I like that too. The pigmentation overall, I do really like. There are some fluorescent colors in here, which I really enjoy. I've never really worked with fluorescent colors so much before, so that would be interesting to try to utilize those colors in a painting. They're not that opaque, once again, so maybe sometimes those colors could be used for like a backwash color or to kind of glaze over. I don't know. I'm not sure what how it would show up, so it'll be interesting to try and test things out and have fun with that. And last bit doesn't count. It was just an extra row that I had. So yeah, this is what the colors look like. Overall, I'm happy with it. It's good. Overall, the color range is very nice. There's a few extra whites, which is nice to have as well, but one black, although it has like Payne's gray and stuff like that, so that's kind of black as well. After seeing these colors, I really want to test it out on an actual painting, to do a painting as well. And for the painting, I'm not actually going to do like a painting of my own. I'm actually going to use a coloring book, because the focus of this video is really to utilize these paints and see what the colors look like and how they show up on something. To help me with this process, I'm actually going to use a coloring book. So this coloring book is called Fairy and Fantasy No. 2 Grayscale Coloring Book. It's by a great artist by the name of Christine Karron. I will of course post a link to this book on Amazon in my description box below, as well as to these paints as well. I will post a link to both of these items in my description box below. I really like this book is actually, it's for pencil crayons, really, I would say, more so than anything. So just so that you can see, they're grayscale, beautiful illustrations. They're one-sided, meaning the other side is blank, but again, it's thin paper. So it's not really for paints or watercolors or anything like that. But I love the images so much, and I want to really try it with these paints. So what I ended up doing was actually, I took a few of the drawings that I might want to try with acrylic. So what I did was I used clear gesso on top of the image, and on the back of the page I used white gesso to kind of reinforce an additional layer of what would you call it? It's just an additional layer of protection so that hopefully the water doesn't seep through or the paint doesn't seep through. I don't know what to expect. I've never actually tried this technique before. It's just something that I kind of thought of as I was like, how can I use acrylic on these papers? I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try gessoing it. And it looks pretty good. Like, it changed the quality of the paper. Whereas the other papers actually, like, you know, soft and flimsy, this kind of became, it's still a little flimsy, but at least it feels heavier. Like, this feels like 2-3 pages in one at this point. It feels thicker. But you know, it's going to be, it's a trial attempt, so I don't know what to expect, but it'll be fun to see what happens, and you guys will see my reactions of what ends up happening. am finished. Ta-da! This is what it looks like from afar. And this is what it looks like on close-up. What do you guys think? So I'm actually quite proud of what I ended up doing. I was pleasantly surprised by the colors. It's, you know, bright, colorful. I wasn't too heavy-handed with the paint on the paper, but it's because this is, you know, because it's a coloring paper, thin paper, and I was a little hesitant. I didn't want to ruin the paper. But having tried it on this as well as this, which is actually acrylic paper for acrylic paints, the colors are very nice. As you can see, I'll take pictures and I'll post on my Instagram, but the colors are very vibrant. Of course, not all of them are opaque, as I mentioned earlier, but the colors are really nice. And I was also very pleasantly surprised by this technique that I tried on these coloring papers, using clear gesso on the coloring page and white gesso on the back of the page. The water did not seep through at all, and nothing really ripped or anything like that as I was applying the paint on it, including some watery washes. So that was quite a discovery. I'm so happy that it came to my mind to try this technique, and I've never, like, I didn't really search online to see if there was a way to use acrylic on coloring paper, for paper that's actually just for coloring with pencil crayons, for example. So I didn't know if there was anything out there that already exists like this. Maybe it already does, but this is a very useful technique, I would say. And I'm excited to try using acrylic on some of the other pages as well, because pencil crayon is fun. You know, you can get a lot of techniques with it and stuff like that, and I do intend to use pencil crayon on this book as well, and I already kind of started in some of the earlier pages, but to be able to use acrylic on coloring pages, that's quite exciting for me. And I think because this is gessoed, maybe I could try using oil paint on these coloring books as well. I don't know. Maybe I should give it a try. Let me know what you think down below. Tell me, have you guys ever tried a technique like this, using gesso on coloring pages to be able to use acrylic on it? If you have seen this technique, if it already exists out there, that's awesome, that's great. I can see why it exists because it's so useful. Let me know down in the comments below either way. Other than that, I'm happy with this acrylic paint set. There's 100 tubes, so a lot of variety, and I do find, of course, they do dry up really fast, so I kind of keep watering them to keep the moisture, but if you leave it and then come back, it's already dry. Like this, for example, it dried really, really fast. So I mean, I think that's expected with acrylic paints in general, but overall, very pleasantly surprised, and I'm excited to try painting with these on like little canvas and stuff like that as well. Of course, I'll share what I do with you guys. Let me know what you think about this drawing, this painting. By the way, the coloring book is again called Fairy and Fantasy 2 Grayscale Coloring Book by Christine Karron. She has a YouTube channel here as well. I'm going to link her channel and her information, as well as a link to this book on Amazon down below in my description box. Other than that, I think I'm going to stop there for today. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Until next time, keep drawing, keep painting, and keep creating. Bye everyone. Thank you.